Yeah.
They didn't stream the event, and we just grabbed it off the IG.
Off their play.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. This is
Yeah.
awesome. Do you recognize all these guys by their faces?
No. I don't even, honestly, I don't even have a list of everybody. I got to look at Brian's list.
I can't open another window because I'm just at just I'm not with my normal set. Oh, look. This is the first time their audio has started working. Their audio hasn't been working for the entire stream.
Shit,
Holy cow.
serious?
Oh. I don't know if you heard, Bill, but let me see if I can. Oh, I can't even mute them. Let's see.
I don't hear them at all.
Oh, I can hear them now.
Really? Yeah, I don't hear them at all. I don't know why.
Yeah. And it's fucking loud.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to mute them either. Can you guys hear them who are logging in right now? Can you guys hear this audio? So every 2 minutes they launch another guy. I don't know if they've launched any of the women yet. I did see Fikowski go, and that's the only name I've recognized that's gone so far.
I think he's going to do really well on this one.
It's a lot of man to take up those stairs, Bill.
Yeah, it's a lot of man, but okay, you got to figure with he's not going to have to take as big of steps as a lot of the shorter guys. You know what I mean? So like, if you have a 10-inch step or something like that, and these guys are all going to want to watch everyone that takes off. They're all going to want to do like take a bunch of like skip steps all the way up. So that's great in the beginning, shitty at the end.
Did you see that stairwell? Is that a typical stairwell for a building?
Yeah.
It's narrow. It's very narrow.
Yeah, every stair thing that I've ever done like that, it's the same type of deal. Like you have enough room for people to go up and come down. Basically like one-way traffic, like 2-lane traffic kind of going.
Guys, if you recognize these people who are going up the stairs, go ahead and write their names. Oh, okay, Jessica, you can't hear it. Go ahead and write their names in the comments because I don't recognize any of these guys.
You know what? I think I'd have to I think I need 2 windows open to get their audio. Let me see if I can get that other one open.
2,906 steps. Yeah, Zachary. I was checking that out on Wikipedia myself.
Yeah.
Bill Grundler is a perfect guest. I agree.
Well, thank you very much.
Bill, I'm also hearing that they have a guy on all 160 floors.
I think that's smart.
Like a chaperone, or what do they call him? A marshal.
Well, okay, because here's the thing. Like, you won't see it at the beginning, but once you get up towards the middle and you start having people pass, they have to have some sort of way that they're deciding how they're going to do that. And I mean, whether you're, how much physical pushing they're going to allow or whatever. But if you get 3 or 4 people up all together, it's going to get jam-packed.
Oh, Kristen Clever's doing this event?
No, man, she only did the Legends version there.
And did you hear about that? Like you were saying, if they start clumping, did you hear that one of the rules are you have to let someone pass? You cannot block someone.
Well, then that's what the marshal's there for.
And I guess if someone were to get pass out or get hurt, and
these guys, they're not going to pass out. They'll be fine. I mean, they'll slow down up towards the top. But are you white clawing it right now?
I am.
Oh, I'm look at you, just living the life.
Yeah. I know.
Crazy.
It was the only thing in the fridge. We're on kind of, I guess you would say, vacation. We're on a business trip to California Hormones. Hey, did you follow any of the Liver King drama?
Yeah.
Did you see his video he put out tonight?
Yeah, I laughed.
You did?
Hard.
What did you think about that line he said at the end? He said, "Hey, I have this." No, about the 85% of men are insecure, and I'm one of them. Have self-esteem issues, and I'm one of them.
I think that a lot of the supplement and a lot of the workout realm is that it's like they want to look a certain way, and the second you start looking better, no matter what you're taking, whether it's creatine or you're taking steroids or whatever, if you feel like you look better, you're not going to stop.
Right.
And
Right.
there's a I think a male ego-ness to that. You know what I mean? That's why I just have a hard time with that stuff, man. Like once you go, you go. Like you've stepped into the new room on that, I think. It's hard to step
Right.
back out.
I heard that guy say you have 10 seconds, and then behind him, I do see Luka Jukic, and I think this is going to be an important event for him.
Hell yes.
Not only an important event, an important competition for him, because here we're going to get to see how much he's improved since last year.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that he needs some good positive stuff behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was obviously in the spotlight, but then when you're in the spotlight and you don't have the success that you're kind of expecting, that could do some damage just kind of mentally. So this is a big event for him to kind of gain some momentum back, get that confidence back. And I think honestly that this is a great event for him to start with. I mean, he's a grinder, and that's what the stair climb is just a grind.
What's the most you've ever done, Bill? Have you done this? Have you done some?
I've done 100 flights.
Wow.
Yeah, and we did it. So there was it's the YMCA building, I think it's called now. It's the US Bank building in downtown LA, and they do a race every year, and they do a firefighter or a heroes division of that. And so you can do it like at the regular race, or you can do turnouts, and we did it turnouts and gear. So like bottle, mask, axe, hose, all that stuff going up.
Brutal.
Hell yes, but so fun. But like, firefighters are kind of fire dorks, so the head kind of goes to, you think 9/11 stuff, you think like all the big rescue stuff. And I mean, I think most, especially like in shape firefighters, like when they're training for that, they're training for like the bad day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing there's a point somewhere around the 30th floor or something. I don't know what the number is, but it's just a matter of attrition and suffering, right? And I'm guessing that happens very quickly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long.
What's cool about these events, or even like a hill run, is you go from heart rate is whatever, resting, to instantly it goes up, and it like jumps quick, and then you got to be able to sustain that. So it's real. I mean, these guys they're all well trained, obviously, and they're in shape, but like they need to figure out where their heart rate is that they can sustain and be able to hold that for like 30 minutes. Well, 30 plus minutes, 30 whatever.
Hey, and if they're sending a guy every 2 minutes and there's 20 guys, that means Fikowski will possibly or maybe likely be done as the last guy starting.
Possibly. Was he the first one let up?
Or sorry, I made that assumption. I actually don't know that, but whoever the first guy was who went up.
Right. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. But was he the first guy that they let go?
All I saw when I turned it on, there was a still frame of Fikowski, so that's why I used him. But I don't know. Okay. And the only two people that I've recognized who've gone up so far are Fikowski and Luka.
Okay.
And I did hear, I think those people that we see walking through this doorway right here are going onto the stairs, because I think I heard this guy just say to them, hey, a guy's going to run in 30 seconds, hurry up. Meaning I don't know why other people would be on the staircase.
I don't know, like where maybe they don't want like a whole line of people. Maybe that's what it is. They don't want people to see how they take off. Maybe.
My friend is a female firefighter in Sydney, and she climbed 1,504 stair to the top of the Sydney Tower in full fighter gear, including breathing tank.
Nice. That stuff's so fun. When you're a firefighter, you love that shit. It's so fun.
I don't recognize that marshal at the bottom either. Do you? I don't.
No.
The guy. Okay. Okay. So at the 10-second mark, they get him to the. Oh, look! There's a guy filming on the stairs. That's what that guy's doing. Okay.
Well, where's that shot?
Yeah.
Let's get some of that shot. Like, I appreciate the takeoff, but like, come on now. Man, I really wish they could have some sort of. I mean, they have the ankle bracelets. They should be able to know like at what level these guys are at, you know?
Oh, right. Like monitoring on real time on some sort of like app.
Yeah, all they have to do is they just drop a strip, like a finish line strip, and they do that at marathons and stuff like that all the time. I mean, they'll know where they are, Because I'd love to know where. I mean, how long has it been since we've been talking? Like what, 10 minutes, 8 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah. So we've seen at least five guys go now.
So Brent, if we saw him take off, he should be about a third of the way up, and that would be interesting to know. Like, okay, where is he? Is he at? What is that? 160. So is he like around 50, 60 flights already?
Will the first 30 flights be faster than the last 5 flights? Like, will they slow down that much?
They will slow down the last 5 flights, so they'll get a second win because they'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they will be grabbing that rail like it's nobody's business.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be, how like on like the assault bike, you're pushing and pulling and working the legs at the same time.
Yeah.
You'll be doing that on those last handful of flights for sure. But in the beginning, like I think most of the guys, especially guys like Fikowski who are just pacing masters, they'll know, and he's got it. I'm sure he's got it timed. He knows where his heart rate needs to be and how long he can go and what he needs to hold. So I think it would be really interesting to see what his pace is. That first quarter or even third compared to the second, he should be able to just hold that.
Let's check this guy's technique. Why not just use the hand? Why not just use the rails from the beginning to start mitigating leg fatigue?
I think a lot of guys aren't used to doing that, and so you end up relying on that early instead of letting your body do what it naturally does. And it was really interesting to see the guy that just went up with the little man bun there. Like I didn't know who he was. Looked to me like a shorter athlete. And did you see how he went? He hit every single step. First flight, every single step. Maybe he needs to, whereas someone like Brent has a little bit longer legs and he can skip the step. And again, if that's not going to affect you, you're doing half, a half of the work. That's going to be huge.
Okay, I just I just wrote a live on the Sevan podcast in the IG for Dubai Fitness Championships. Thanks for letting me know to do that. Good idea. Is this going to play a factor? Jessica Valenzuela writes, those rails are going to be moist with sweat. Will that play a factor?
I don't, it's not like you're hanging from them. I think you're more just kind of, getting a little bit of a kip out of it more than anything. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal.
I'm assuming there won't be any break. I'm assuming the women are going to go after, and they'll go 2 minutes after the last guy also, wouldn't you think? Just to keep it moving?
Yeah, I think so.
Bill, how sore are these guys going to be tomorrow?
I mean, all these guys run. They all work the the assault bike, which is about the same range of motion. It's not like they're doing 16 story or 160 stories of lunges. That would be a big difference. But like if they haven't been, wow, those are big steps there. Holy cow!
You saw that guy was doing. Okay, so there's Yanikoski.
Yeah, there's Yona. I think with his hat style he's got going on, he's looking for some aerodynamics, trying to keep, he's got that wing on the back to keep him down, keep him anchored to the. I'm just playing.
And it's supposed to be a sacred place, and I'm pretty sure I saw Yanikoski just blow a snot rocket.
I don't know if the first floor is the sacred space.
Okay, fair enough.
You got to get up a little higher. I'm telling you though, man, like we were talking about it earlier, I don't think the vest is even needed in this, really.
You don't think what? Say that again?
I don't think the vest is really needed in this race. Like I think it would be more exciting to see them not have that and then be able to push. I mean, it's only 20 pounds. It's not that big of a deal, but if they didn't have that, then they would be unrestricted by that, and they would really force the push, I think, and go a lot faster, and they tend to be ramped way up.
You don't see this as something that could cause these guys injury. Is that what you're saying? You're saying that
I
they're
don't
well
think
trained?
so. I don't think so.
Is this worse than the half marathon row?
No.
No, okay.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and there goes their audio. Okay, and this is how it froze.
Oh
So
yeah, it did. Oh, I got it.
okay, yeah,
Well,
it's back.
I'm being as technical as I can here with the
Oh, simultaneous
right.
streams.
Because I couldn't hear anything before.
And so this is clearly these stairwells are clearly emergency stairwells. This is in case there's a fire or in case there's a power outage.
Yeah.
Although I'm assuming a place like that would never have a power outage. They have generators galore.
Well, even with that, I mean, you want to have some sort of an emergency exit.
Oh, Jamie says that I think they have the vest to make sure they stay covered up. Do the women have rules of what they can wear there?
Yeah. Actually, one of the years that I was there and we were doing the swimming, it was the first time in the country's history that they were allowed to have men and women in the same pool at the same swimming area at one time.
Wow.
Ever. We're talking history of the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weren't they not allowed to remove shirts last year? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some sort of rule like that.
I don't really remember that actually.
And we're frozen again. I don't think that's us. I think is it frozen on your app also?
No, we're running. So we got
Okay.
Catullus there. Catullus is up.
Okay. And JR said he will feed us any intel that he hears also. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, okay. And Wad Zombie just texted me and saying, yeah, his audio is coming in and out also.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have their audio anymore. I have their feed, but I don't hear them anymore.
When you say you laughed because at the Liver Kings video because you thought it was insincere, or you just think the whole thing is funny that anyone's like, hey, just leave this guy alone,
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny that he was saying and being so adamant about the fact that he wasn't taking anything.
Uh-huh.
And then it's almost like the owning up to it was I mean, did you see Hiller's video about it?
I did. I loved Hiller's video.
Oh, it was a great take, man. He did a great job, and I think that
and it was respectful, I thought.
Totally.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's good to disrespect someone when they're down, to kick a man when he's down.
I don't think the Liver King's down.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I think what it was and Hiller brought it up. It was I think the way that it played out, it was a step in the next direction. So he could say, it got up to this point, everyone's worried. I was like, you know what? You're right. You got me. You know what? I'm sorry.
You think it's calculated? You're saying it's calculated release like a sex tape.
Almost, yeah. Which is what you talked about earlier.
Right.
Keeps them on the fringe. So it's like you're bad, but you're not bad because you said, hey, you know what? You're right. I'm owning up to it. I'm owning up to I messed up. He didn't seem that bummed out that he messed up, I don't think.
Here's the thing. I know he has 2 sons, and I know the premise of his business just from because I am, I would say, a little more than acquaintances with him. His sons are everything to him, and his sons had some serious autoimmune issues, and that's kind of what got him on the path of the ancestral tenets. Right. He wanted to help cure his sons of their autoimmune diseases, and so I'm guessing he feels horrible because of the role model he set for his sons. I'm guessing. I don't know that.
I would feel the same way unless they had some sort of knowledge about that.
Right. Okay.
You know, and we don't know that. So there's Lazar. Lazar's stepping up.
There he is. Okay, and there was some way that these guys were placed in the ranking. JR and Taylor explained it to me. It kind of went over my head, or I lost interest, so I kind of tuned out.
Did they do it by the qualifier or by invite? How they've done in the past?
Right. Yeah, there was something. So it is interesting to see Lazar at the back of the pack.
Yeah.
And what about his ankle? So I even heard rumors as of last week that he actually broke his ankle at Rogue. He's probably not happy to see this as the first event.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing. Dude, I didn't see any little bobble there. You would have thought there would have been a little bit of a skip. To favorite, especially early. Favorite. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a long way to go up. 160 flights
Dude.
is a long ways.
It's a little over a half mile, I think, from what I saw on Wiki.
Yeah.
You know what I did, Mooney, is Wad Zombie texted me and said, "Hey, they're live." And then I'm on this thread with who I consider all the heavyweights in the CrossFit game space. And I said, "Hey, someone jump on with me, please." And Grudler sacked up and jumped on.
Fucking, I got to get up early tomorrow and coach. Look at me helping you out like this.
You're a good dude. You're a good. What time do you coach tomorrow?
I coach the 5:30 class, so I'll get up at 4:30.
CrossFit Inferno.
You know it.
Do people actually come to a 5:30 class?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good core group. It's cool. I'm not in that core group because I don't want to work out that early.
Do you just stand there with a cup of coffee and go deeper? Get your chin over the bar, deeper?
I do stand there with my coffee, yeah, but I'm a little bit more, I'm into the coaching. I mean, once I'm there, I'm good. So it's fine. Hey, when we were doing, thanks, Mason.
Is Hippensteel in the seat? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So when we did the stair climb, the 100 flight one, the guys that were doing it without a vest, they were just racing it up. They would do 100 floors in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, granted, those guys are like the runner guys. They're the runner guys.
100 floors or 100 flights?
100 flights.
100 flights. So that's probably like 50 floors.
No. It's about the same. I'm not talking like, yeah. So like floor 1, floor 2, up to floor 100. Yeah.
Because there's probably 2 flights per floor is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, on some. It depends on what the configuration, but yeah, right. Most of the
time. This is funny. Does anyone know if they're gonna show up? No, they are not.
No, they're not going. You get to watch everybody do the shuffle back and forth.
It would be cool to see if they finish the men and then they actually start the clock right away and send up the next woman 2 minutes behind. It will be interesting to see how many men get passed by that woman.
Dude, yeah.
This was a question I asked the guys. You know how there's some events, and I think Carrie Pierce was the one who's done it, and maybe Sam Briggs. Occasionally in these mass starts, we've seen women beat the 40 fittest women on earth. The ones at the top beat the fittest men in certain events. Could that happen in a stair climb?
Yeah, easily.
It could. Okay.
Easily.
It's a level playing field. An event like this.
Totally. So like, how like me and Chase talk about this all the time, where you have like a weighted step up, and the men will do 24 and the women will do 20, but then the men do 50 pounds and the women do 35 pounds. It's like, no, you're doing a double modification on that. So here we have the same height, but the women have the 14-pound vest. The men have the 20. Someone said 22. I guess 22-pound vest. They have that vest. So you have your weight difference, but the distance is still the same. So I like that they have it that way. So in that arena, yeah, you can have some of these women that can push the guys for sure.
What about what Ryan's suggesting? You were suggesting no weight vest. What about carrying something?
That would just suck. I mean, that's
a
great idea, but that would be shitty. And it would take your pull out. So now you don't have the rails anymore to pull up. Well, at least with one hand.
Yeah, well, you could give them 2 10-pound kettlebells.
God, that would be so bad. Okay, the video ended. So do you think they're going to go up to like another floor?
Here's what I think. I think that guy accidentally hit the button. And that they're going to go live again. Someone will tell us in the chat soon.
Oh my gosh.
Either way, they have to be prepping for the
women.
The women. Just so you guys know, Bill has a class at 5:30 in the morning, which means he'll be up at what time? 4:30? 4:30. Oh my goodness. And I have a podcast at 6:30. I'll be up at 5:30 when you were already been up for an hour. We're both on the West Coast of the United States of America.
Oh man, okay. I had to switch the thing to comments. I'm like, how can I not see everybody's comments? I had the private chat up.
I don't know. I don't know if it's amateur hour at Dubai. Here's the thing. Obviously, those guys have the resources that if they wanted to cover it, they would cover it. And last year, with that the ski slope, the indoor ski slope in the desert that they had there, they didn't do any coverage of that other than cell phone. Also, I think that was Tommy Marquez on the IG Live.
Yeah, I mean, you have to figure the logistics of setting all that kind of stuff up to do. The logistics are going to be crazy to do a good version of that, and sometimes it's better just to kind of look. We'll give you something, and then they can come back and talk about it later. Because once they get into like the tennis stadium and they do all that, they'll have the regular setup and it'll be fine. But this would be a tough one to do. Like, where are you going to put the cameras? Every 10 flights?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because you know what you could do? You literally could have.
Are we going to do Pendleton? Are we going to do Camp Pendleton in Dubai?
Well, you could have cell phones on every floor or every fifth floor, and someone with just this simple software that we use, you could just be picking them as people go by.
That's true.
And talking about it. So it's technically it's totally possible. Oh, okay, yeah, right.
We did that.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone had a cell phone, and that's how we broadcasted it. That was so bad.
GoPros on their head, sure. I met Bill Grundler at Whole Foods, Del Mar 2018. Good dude.
Oh, right on.
That Whole Foods was like a hub for CrossFitters.
Well, those were the only people that were in there were CrossFitters. Rob, man, that place was emptied.
Does anyone know if the women have gone yet? Because if they've gone already, then the show's over for sure. Marathon where the dude got on the bus. This is where the dude gets on the elevator. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Would that be worse than what the Liver King did?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Come on, they have to have something out there. Isn't Brian out there? Someone text Brian.
I hear from sources that he is on the top floor.
There's internet up there.
And so, you know what else I heard? I heard that phones were taken away from people. I don't know if that's just the athletes or if that was also the employees.
Huh.
No, this is Dubai. Women don't get to go first. All right, noted. My guess is whoever's running the love stream is on the elevator headed to this top. Yeah, for those of you who are tired of this, now's your time to go to my private photo.
It's nighttime. Get it on while you can.
How is it that I could be banned from Instagram, but they can't keep this shit off my fucking feed?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Priorities. Samantha Morrison, no, the women have not gone yet. They have not. It'll be interesting to see if they get some camera time as well. I keep refreshing the.
They should. Oh wait, that's a new picture. Who's that? That's a new post.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Do we have any audio here? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So this is what we just saw.
Oh. So that's the start.
This is the 32-minute video. Last year, they erased it. They didn't even put it up. So this year, they have it up. Lauren Khalil from the Morning Chalk up there.
See that?
You can see the gentleman lined up. And I can't tell who that is who's going up the stairs first. Oh, and there's Fikowski. He looks like he's one or two back, right?
Yeah.
Good night, Danny.
How long's it been? How long have we been talking?
30 minutes.
All right, so Brent should be right up in there.
Towards the top. Okay. There's Patrick Clark from Barbend. Okay, so the reporters are allowed in the on the course. I mean, there he is. There's Patrick Clark just came out of the
Well,
stairwell.
maybe you let them down at the very beginning. I don't know if they're allowed to go up.
According to Google, the elevator can make it to the top in 1 minute. Yeah, I
1
think I
minute,
saw
yeah,
that also.
and it hauls ass. It goes
You
so fast.
you should have Bill on the episode you do about owning a box. Not a bad idea.
Oh, I'd do that.
So it looks like Fikowski did go first. Austin Hartman, you're a rock star. Glad you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, thanks. I already opened my White Claw for the night.
I think that's so funny. Going with the heavy duty drinks.
I'm gonna forward it 10 seconds. He has this is Fikowski has 30 seconds. This happened about 30 minutes ago for those of you who are just tuning in. He looks a little stressed out, right? Taking those deep breaths, starting to get that adrenaline going.
He knows his breath. This guy of everybody knows how to breathe when he needs to do different events. So there was the games event that they were doing, the assault bike and the snatch, and that guy breathed more different than everybody else on the floor. So he knows how to get enough oxygen into his body and then utilize that. So I don't think he was. I think he was relaxed, honestly, just kind of prepping himself for that.
No stress. Let's take a cruise through their story here. This looks like someone on a first class flight.
Oh, that guy.
Oh yeah, maybe it was that guy.
Maybe it's Matt.
Dubai. He's the programmer of this event. Although this one we were speculating he didn't have much say in. A look inside the venue.
They do that a lot with their programming. It's they will have people program, but I know that in the past, um, the Sheikh's son has always wanted to have an element of like, let us do we want to have this thing. I really want to have this. I want to showcase this, or this type of an event or whatever. So there's always a good amount of let you program, but we really want to kind of get this in there. So I can see. I think that's the coolest thing about Dubai is they can do events that you cannot do anywhere else. Running in the Arabian Desert, running up the Burj Khalifa, running in the indoor ski resort. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you get to do.
And they can do it all year round.
They can do it all year round, yeah.
You've been to this event, Bill?
Yeah, me, I called it probably 5 times.
Oh, wow.
4 times, 5 times.
2014 is the first year, right? Or is it further back than that?
I think it's further back than that. Back when, I think what they did was the first one, Kenny Leverage went to it.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and the Sheikh just invited 10 people or something like that to come over.
And didn't he just throw money out right before an event? He would be like, okay, who wins this gets an extra 10 grand.
Yeah.
And were you there the year they gave some of the people gold iPhones?
The year that I went, they gave iPhones to everybody. So all the people that were working got iPhones. They were throwing iPhones up into the crowd.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know about the gold one necessarily, but
I heard some of the athletes were called downstairs, out of their room downstairs to the lobby and presented with gold iPhones.
I mean, that's cool. I know that they treat the athletes well. And that was one of the things that they wanted to be able to do was really make it a big experience for the athletes. They want them to come back, and they want the best of the best to come out. That's what they always want.
And I think this is the crowned prince. This is
the crown prince. Yeah.
Did you meet him?
We met the family. Yeah, not we didn't hang out with them or anything, but we would see them at the end, and they were always there at all the events and watching how things are going. I mean, they are big fans of what's happening. Love to be part of it. Love to be able to showcase their country and their region of the world. So they do a good job.
Yeah, looks like there's some good gift bags.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember seeing any jump roping in the programming up to this point.
No, me
And
neither.
yet there was a jump rope. New heavy rope. Interesting. Have you looked at the programming?
Yeah. We in that thread that we're all in, it was interesting to seeing how everyone's looking at it. But I mean, I like some of the events. It'll be interesting to see what a lot of the other ones are. They need to kind of complete the circle a little bit, but some good ones in there.
Okay, so we're live again.
Are we? Sweet.
And we're up in the stairwell now. That might be right after the first. Yeah, that's right after the first flight of stairs right there. The guy has now changed his position.
Who is that? Is that it? That's it. That's the top.
Oh, you think no, that I think that's just right at the very. I think they just starting there. Oh no.
No, I think
You're
that's the
right.
top. Look, because I think
Oh
like you
shit.
can hear him clap.
Oh shit. So the camera guy took the 1 minute elevator ride up to the top.
Yeah.
I am definitely not drunk. No, I'm definitely not drunk. I've had half a White Claw. Okay, Dubai Fitness Challenge said Khan finished first.
Ooh.
Right when we went off the air today, I asked Taylor and JR. I said, "Hey, doesn't Khan have crazy ability to hurt?" And they said, "Yeah." I'm like, he might win this.
Yeah.
Okay. Good observation. Looks like that's a pad to register the chips on their ankles too.
Yeah.
And you see the wire coming out from underneath the pad.
See, they could have had that 3 different places and have everyone run over. They would have known all that.
Tangerine.
Ew.
Okay, and it looks like there's a fan up there too. I wonder how well it's ventilated, those staircases.
I don't know about this one. I mean, I do see wind moving, but that could be from the top. I mean, that could just be from them having doors at the top.
Bill, how do they pick who commentates what events?
It's a good question. Usually they have their team, whoever's there, whoever they talk to, and they can get out there, and then they set them up however they're going to set them up. If they're talking about like live events versus something like this, if they know that they can sit the commentators down at a desk and get them in the normal kind of setup, they'll have them commentate there. Are you talking about who goes to Dubai, or are you talking about event per event?
I think Ryan Stokes is asking how did they pick Brian and Derek over, like you did it 5 times? How did they pick you? Like what is there a process? Is it like a good old boys club? Is it
a little bit. So they'll ask what your availability is. They'll ask what your rates are. They'll ask or give whatever their stipulations are as far as getting out there. And the reason that we didn't go the last time with me and Chase is, we want events to understand that if you want to hire the people to come out and you want to get the right people out there, that's like you have to pay to get the people out there. And if they fly you out there and they take care of your hotel and they pay you, awesome. But if they pay you and then they say that you need to get your own flight out there, well, that's a little different. So
you've been doing this 10 years, you don't do freebies anymore.
No, man. It's like, it's not like the old your award
You have kids.
bag is protein shake and a t-shirt. So but it's okay. I'm glad that Brian's out there. Brian's got a lot of great information, and so that's totally cool.
Bill, are you commentating Legends again?
I am not. Sean and Annie are going to be out there. I was supposed to, but I had a court date for my youngest daughter, and so I had to make sure I was back for that.
Is she okay?
Oh, she's good. It's just custody stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, trying to be a good dad, all that kind of stuff. Actually, am a good dad. Need to make sure
you are a great dad.
So yeah.
There's
Man,
a
I
guy.
wish that this was not the shot. Like, go show the people when they're done.
And supposedly there's only room for 10 athletes at the top. So every time that there's supposedly what I heard is when the athletes get up there, they get their cell phones returned back to them. They're allowed to take some pictures and do some stuff for social media. And then once there's 10 athletes there, they send you down.
Wow. Well, so far the athletes that came up that we saw, like, they didn't look that beat up, did they? I
No,
didn't see any limping or anything
a
like
little
that.
bit of a waddle.
Well, I mean, they just did a half a mile straight up, so it should be a touch. But
Hey, will there be anything unique about this soreness relative to any of the stuff these guys have experienced before?
I don't
A
really think.
tightness? No.
I don't really think so. I think that yes, it's a pain in the ass to do right then. They'll feel a little sore then, but I think that for the most part, these guys will be able to work that out and they'll be okay. For the most part. I mean, are they going to feel a little bit? Yeah, but these guys train so much anyway.
I wish I could turn their audio down. I just don't know how to do this on this board.
Man, look at the shot that they're going to show here. They're going to it right now. Look how high this thing is.
Wow.
The crazy thing is that when you're up that high in the morning time, the fog will come in and all you see are the tips of the buildings.
Those are skyscrapers below them.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Why is look at how the play button is stuck on there. You see that?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with that.
And that guy keeps doing something with the machine that's in control of the chip timer too. Do you see that? He keeps fiddling with it like they got some sort of issue.
Oh, that's not what you want.
If you haven't been there, those short buildings you see are 30 to 60 floor skyscrapers. Yeah. Crazy.
Like they look like tiny when you're up on that thing. They look like tiny little houses, and you can't even fathom how high you are. It's weird.
Does elevation come into the scenario?
Not really. I wouldn't say that.
900 feet. 900 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically yes, but not really.
It's not there on my screen. Oh, you mean like on your phone? I kind of want to click it to see what happens, but I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, it's not on my phone either.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe for some reason because I'm screen grabbing from a computer.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
348 people watching over there. And it's what time is it over there? It's 9:30 a.m. basically.
9:30, it's 9:30 there.
Okay.
9:30 a.m.
Okay, so there's a shot of the last flight. Chip timer below. It looks like there's another set of stairs that go even higher. You see that right above them?
Who's this, Luca? It's Luca.
Oh, and you get cheered on a little bit? Okay, he's got a little pep in his step. 57-53. 57-53 for Luka Jukic.
Wow. Really?
That's what I'm pretty sure he said.
Man, the Crown Prince did it in 37 plus.
Wow, really?
That's what they were saying earlier.
Well, maybe I heard wrong.
There's Brian. They said Will Smith did 61 minutes. They said the Crown Prince did 37 plus. Are you hitting him up?
I'm asking. Yeah, I'm asking a couple people now.
Who's that?
Wow.
Wow, they're saying 57. Crazy.
Let's listen to this guy's time. So here's an interesting. I didn't hear what that guy's time was, but here's an interesting take by Austin Hartman. It's 57:33 elapsed from the first person who started, not necessarily his time.
Possible.
Which would mean that maybe you take.
Well, if they go, well, so yeah, depending how far back he was, if he was 10 people back. Wow.
Oh, interesting. So there's something in there that they're not allowed to film, probably like for sacred reasons or whatever reasons they have. She put her hand over the phone. She said, "I'm not allowed to show this," or something like that. Okay. Oh, here we go, Brian Friend. Oh shit. Here we go.
13 of the 20 male athletes have finished. This and Javier Gonzalez 32:20 and Con Porter 32:30.
Okay, 32:30 for Con.
There's kind of a mixed feeling. Some of them, the grip is fatigued from the pulling. Others are definitely, most of them are feeling it in the lungs. A lot of people are desperate to get the weight vest off, and a few feeling it in their legs. But the biggest thing that they're talking about is just the mental test. For some of the guys, they didn't see anyone. They didn't ever catch anyone and were never caught. And so they just had 33, 34, 35 minutes of being in this pretty tight stairwell on their own. And it's a unique feeling. It's not something that you can necessarily train for, being in such a tight space and do that long of a workout, knowing you're competing against other people, but never seeing them. So we'll jump back on after all the men finish and have some of the top times there. But as it stands right now, it's Guillaume Briand, Javier Gonzalez, and Con Porter with the top 3 times.
Not bad. Okay.
Thanks, Brian.
Wow, look, and there's another 20 floors that go up above that. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so there she goes. She's covering her hand again. There's something in there we're definitely not supposed to see. Maybe if it's even for security reasons, right? They don't want people to know the layout of the building at that floor.
It's possible. Yeah.
It sounds like Guillaume Briand. That's the swimmer guy, right?
Yeah.
From France. Looks like he took first place, then Javier Gonzalez, and then Con Porter.
I think so, yeah.
Con Porter, third place.
And that makes me feel a lot better. I mean, that when we heard the 57, I was like, what? How is that possible? So these guys are right in that 32. That makes sense.
And he said 13 of the 20 guys have finished. Oh, and that comment that Brian made, we've all seen that before at the CrossFit Games. Those of us who've worked the field or been there at finish lines where guys are desperate to get their vests off. That's a very, like in Murph, when they cross the finish line. I mean, you see people almost like in a panic to get their vests off.
Yeah, there's almost like you feel like you're claustrophobic, even though you're not claustrophobic in any area, but you want to get that thing off so bad.
Liz R said the record time would be 33:40. Good job. Nash Quinn, he didn't say that you weren't able to pass. He just said many of the guys weren't passed. If I'm understanding what you mean by able.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting for those guys that didn't get to see anybody. So they raced that whole thing, and it's weird because it's almost dizzying. Like you see the numbers, you see the floor, the number of the floor that you're on, but you're just going around and around and around and around. It's a very weird. It's not like going out and running a mile in Murph with the vest on, or even running up a hill. You just get so dizzy as you're kind of going around. It's a trip. So that's really interesting that like some of those athletes didn't see anybody. So
Austin Hartman, CrossFit is so cool. Who would have thunk watching a bunch of assholes climbing stairs would be so exciting?
All right. Wow. So what happened to Brent?
Wow. Yeah, we haven't heard Brent's time yet. So the new time to beat is 30:37 by Alex Catoulis, and there's 6 guys. Oh my God, that person's walking on the last flight.
That's Fiona.
Oh shit, he's breathing hard.
Yeah.
Patrick Clark, Lena Richter has passed Georgis and Fabian around the 80th floor. Holy shit, it's happening. Wow. She passed 2 guys, dude.
I'm telling you.
2 guys.
It's a level, like when you get to the running stuff like this, it's a level playing field with the men and the women most of the time.
Wow. Wakefest, by the way, you said that your question was dumb about elevation. Nah, it's not dumb. It's whatever. You're just thinking. Don't worry. That's what we're here for. Dumb questions make our job easy. Just think of it as you were throwing a softball as you're part of the team. You're a plant. You're a plant. Patrick Clark, thank you so much. Very helpful, brother. Very helpful. Liz R., she is a runner. Is she one of the Norwegian girls? Because that's what Taylor and JR were predicting, that the Norwegians would do good with that. Oh, shit. Wounded. Lucas still can't talk. Dude, we saw him come in 10 minutes ago.
Wow. He sounds great, though. That's how, honestly, you ran up your 8 flights, Pat, and then wherever your heart rate is there, that's where it stays the rest of the time. And that's the whole thing about this race, is you go from 0 to 100 in like 2 flights. And then you're there, and it's stuck.
I just ran up 8 flights with Aya Wunger. My legs are burning. This is the guy who holds the record. I can't turn up the IG audio. Sorry, it's really low for us too. I can hear the lady asking the questions. That's all I can hear. I couldn't hear them speaking. That was Georgis. That's the guy who holds the record we just saw, I think. Oh, no, sorry. That's Alex Catoulis. 30:37. I wanted to look up Leah Richter. She is one of the Norwegians?
I believe she is.
Let me see. Leah Richter. Is she from CrossFit Oslo, navy blue? Okay. Well, that would explain it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, here we go. And that is exactly who JR and Taylor were saying might do well.
Those girls are absolute. They do not have the recognition that they deserve at all from that team.
Yeah, they'd be the winners if it wasn't for the Mayhem guys. They'd be the guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kelly Gibbons. She was in the team with Norway. Okay, great. Patrick Clark. All the women are on the stairs. Okay, wow, good info. Thank you, Patrick Clark.
Pat. Dude, he's on fire right now. That's awesome.
Brent must be in, is what I'm guessing, but we just don't have any info on him as of yet.
Brent is close? Shit.
They all train by running mountains in Norway. Okay, Patrick Clark again. Yep. That's what Taylor and JR were saying too. So all the women are on the stairs, and I'm guessing there's about 10 men left on the stairs. So we have 30 athletes that are somewhere between I don't know, the 5th floor and the 160th floor.
That's a good guess.
And if you just tuned in, we heard that Leah Richter has, I think she was, I'm assuming she was the first woman to go, and she's already passed 2 men who started 2 and 4 minutes before her. That photographer's name is Joseph Samakian. Whoa, he's an Armenian guy. Well, that's good.
There you go.
You're looking down the final flight at the Burj Khalifa building, 160-story building located in Dubai. I believe it is the tallest building in the world. Yep. This is event 1 of the Dubai Fitness Championships, and this is the finish line you're looking at. Do these have a name, Bill? Or are these called just basically fire escapes? Like what do firefighters call these stairs and buildings that are? Or are they just stairs?
They're just the stairways. Yeah.
They don't have some trick name that you guys call them?
No, I mean they're just like they're the escape stairs. I'm not escape. I mean because that's not really what it is, but it's like.
Look at that.
Not the normal setup.
What the fuck is that guy doing? What's he doing?
Who is that? Is that Lazar? That's Lucas.
What the fuck is going on?
Ankle.
Oh shit.
Ankle.
Oh shit. Bear crawl. Oh my God. Oh no. Don't be Lazar. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. His legs aren't working. Did you see that? He's walking like a duck. His legs stopped working. You think electrolyte? Some sort of cramping? We didn't even talk about cramping.
Well, okay, but we were talking about his ankle, remember?
Yeah, that's more than gas. That's more than gassed.
Yeah, but like when you're hurting and you start doing all kinds of different movements that you aren't used to doing. So if he was going up bear crawling like that, that's because like his legs weren't able to push on that. So he was having to use everything else to try to figure that out. So he's gassed because of the fact that he was not running the way he's normally used to running.
Well, it's something more than just gassed, I think, Bill, because he wouldn't have bear crawled if he was gassed, right? There's some sort of crank.
Well, that's what I mean. We talked about his ankle, right?
Right.
So we didn't know. I mean, we saw him run up in the beginning. He didn't have even a limp. But if he switches it up like that, I mean, again, that's a lot of flights to have to go up. Wow, that looked uncomfortable. Holy cow.
We got to get an interview with Lazar. Yeah, please ask him a question. Look, he's saying no. Give me a minute. No, don't give him a minute. Get over there. I agree, Kelly. That's what I was thinking. It was worth it just to see that. Something's not right. He almost seemed like neurologically something was wrong.
Yeah.
The way his legs were just kind of like going each like their own way. Like a dog with wobbler syndrome. Look, there's the medic. Look at the medic coming over. He needs more than a towel. They're asking him to move. Oh, maybe he peed his pants, which is not, look at, or that sweat, but that's not uncommon either, by the way. Lucas Parker had that happen at the games. Jason Khalipa, just a full bladder release.
Well, yeah, but those guys couldn't get off the rower for a long time either, though. Now his legs shot.
Sevan, I've done many stair climbs. This is typical behavior, unfortunately. Man, yeah, it's super jelly legs then. Super jelly legs. Oh, yeah, he tried to get up and he couldn't, huh? You saw that? He went right back down.
His legs are beat. I want to know if his ankle affected that. It had to have. His legs are so strong. Like they wouldn't just blow out like that, I don't think.
If you stop on the last flight before the finish line, you're jacked. Yeah, something is wrong. I agree. Yeah. That was weird. And the fact that he went on all 4. We're not going to see anyone else do that, are we? Great question, Nora. How much more damage is he doing by pushing through Rogue and now Dubai? The thing is he claimed that he had great training after Rogue. Oh. The guy from Spain, Fabian.
Well, you know what? I think it's interesting that a lot of the athletes are starting to they can afford to be smart about pick and choosing about where they want to go. You know, is it wise to go back to back to back? The athletes used to do that because they had to. They needed the money to get from place to place to place. So, you know, if he was hurt and he's trying to jump back in there and he wasn't really ready, that's a big possibility he's doing damage.
I'm on the 75th floor. I think he means Kringle moved ahead of Freya Moosbrugger. They are step within each other. Wow. Wow. Okay, and our first woman just finished. Leah Richter just finished. Wow. That's going to be a tough time to beat, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Patrick. That's fantastic info. I think he's talking about Amy Kringle, the girl I want to have on the podcast from Isle of Man. Fantastic. Oh, I like this. Liz is right. They should have balloons or something on the last floor.
Or at least beer, right, Liz? That's what they usually do for that kind of stuff.
Hey, we were talking about how they should cover up all the floor numbers so you don't even know what floor you're on. I like.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I love the mass start events. I've always loved them at CrossFit. I love the events where the women and the men are neck and neck. I would love to see a games, a CrossFit event where all the athletes, men and women, it's programmed so that it's somehow fair, as fair as they can be. I'd just love to see that.
Yeah.
Sarah Ulusoy, 449. Thank you so much. I love your mustache. Suits you. She looks strong. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Who was that?
That was a finish. Who was that?
Jamie Latimer, there's no way Brent is still climbing. I know. We must have missed him. Hey, that's how we were predicting people would finish. JR and Taylor were saying when people see the last 5 floors, they'll get a second wind and go. Then there's also, of course, Bill, that she didn't pace it right. And she had too much energy at the end, right?
Well, I mean, you could say that, but I think more than anything, she probably knew where she was going because she didn't stop and then sprint as she came up. It's like she knew she was up towards the top, so it's like put your head down and go to work. Which to me, like she paced it right. And if that's our second woman that we had come up, and that was a great finish.
Oh, was that Rolf? Was that Emily Rolf?
Was it? I didn't even look like her.
Well, that would be a good guess.
Yeah.
Do we know who started for women? That second woman who just came, maybe? Yeah, you think like Emily went first and Leah Richter passed her? You typically try to race the last 2 floors, but your body will decide that for you. God, Liz says so much smart shit. Sometimes you can't move any faster. Holy shit. Brent is definitely still climbing. Come on.
No way.
Come on. It was not Emily Rolf. Okay. I think it was Hannah Carlson, T. Kane. Yeah, let's see what Lazar Jukic is doing. Okay, here we go. Brian Friend.
Wow.
Women to come in, but the first 2 women's times have been competitive against the men's field and are really, really good times to beat to start off. So we'll see if anyone can catch them.
Thanks, Brian.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So the second woman who came in actually beat Lena Richter by 46 seconds. Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
And what was her name? I didn't catch her name. Did you? Hannah Carlson. Hannah Carlson.
Hannah, yeah.
So when we see Georgis come up the stairs, he's going to be destroyed.
Come on, this is the finish line. Come on, just go.
Samantha, only 2 women have come up. It was Hannah. Oh, shit. Here he is.
There he is.
Look, he's walking like a duck, too. Look how far out his feet are pointed.
Yeah, his quads are blown.
Not Brent Nash. That's not Brent. Okay, he's still standing. Okay, so he got muscular fatigue faster than he got metabolic fatigue, right? Is that what we see if he's still standing?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's tired, no doubt. Changing up the muscle groups, how he's running, no doubt. But he wasn't laying on the ground like we saw Dukic. I mean, that was a breakdown.
So we got to see Lazar Jukic. For those of you just tuning in, he came across, he showed up on the final flight of stairs, not moving. And then we saw him do the bear crawl up the final flight. We haven't seen anyone look like that. Basically, he went on all 4 to get up the stairs, and he waved off an interview, which makes me think that he's not in a pleasant place.
Oh, yeah, he looks so uncomfortable.
I think Lazar is being put on a stretcher in the back. Oh, shit. You actually saw that. 2 people saw that. Wow, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wait, let's see if we can get it.
Lazar. Oh, there's the stretcher. I couldn't see who was on it.
The Dubai Championship is saying Lazar's okay. He's with the medical team.
Okay, where? Oh, okay.
One of their comments.
Okay. Liz R. Yes, Bill. Did you do any of these stair climbs with gear when you were a firefighter?
Yeah, full gear, mask, on air, axe, hose, 100 stories. Super fun.
Crazy.
Super sweaty.
Give the man a jelly and some electrolytes.
Or beer.
We have all the men have finished the Khalif Burj Event 1 at the Dubai Fitness Championships, and we have 18 women left on the stairs. 2 women have come in. Hannah, I think it's Hannah Carlson and Lena Richter. And Hannah Carlson has the time to beat of 34 minutes flat, which is about 3 minutes and 23 seconds behind the man who won it, Alex Katulis at 37. Oh, stop. I just want to confirm Brent is done. We'll never know if Brent's done. For all we know, he got lost. He got off at the bar floor.
I'm trying to read the comments on the on their feed, and I think they said all the men are officially done. So Brent came in somewhere. I don't know where, though.
This is a camera shot on the 60th floor of the tallest building in the world. The observation deck on this building for the public is on the 124th floor. Not a lot of people get to come up this high. It's a special treat for the athletes. It really is a remarkable event. It is really, really fantastic that the Crown Prince got this done. And what a great experience for all the athletes, all the camera operators, all the people involved, the judges. It's super cool. Okay, we got someone coming up the final flight. It looks like Dana Parker from the United States. Is that who that was?
I couldn't see the...
I'm waiting for Brent to call into Sevan's hotline calling for assistance. Danny, thank you. $4.99 from Danny. Cheers back at you. Jeff Birchfield, do we have a leaderboard somewhere? We might, but I only have 2 screens today, and I got one of them I'm pulling from, so I can't personally check the leaderboard. I guess I could use my phone.
I'm going to say they don't have that yet.
Okay. Where's Brian for the Sevan Podcast exclusives? Brian is there. We've gotten some information from him from the Instagram stream that the Dubai Fitness Challenge is doing live that we've tapped into here and that are ripping. And he is working the event. He'll be doing the commentating on Saturday and Sunday with Derek Forrest. But he is just to the left of this camera shot, just standing there. And he is giving periodic updates. Yes, there was some passing. We'll get into that in a minute.
Brian, update?
Yeah, so all the men have come in. I'm just going to give the 150.
I believe there are 16 girls, 16 females who are still left on the stairs. There's Brian Friend.
All right, listen up. He tells you where Brent is.
Victor Hoffer, 10th. Vladimir Sashin, Mikhail Wazlowski, Reggie Fasa, Luka Vodak, Luka Jukic, Fabi Benito, Lazar Jukic, Sima Mantila, and Yorgos Karavas. So those are all of the men in order. And we have had 4 women come in so far. Hannah Carlson still has the fastest time at 34 minutes.
Thanks, Brian.
Yep, see you in a bit.
Brian, quick question for you before you step off. Brian, Brian, hey, asshole. What's going on with Lazar Jukic? Brent Fikowski, 5th place.
5th place. Third from what was that, 17th for Lazar?
Why not 20th for Lazar?
Well, I think they said he didn't have the worst time. He was 3rd from the worst.
Wow. Okay.
But beat up, obviously.
I think this is the 5th woman who's finished. We can all go to bed now. Brent has finished. Yes. Patrick Clark, who is on the stairwell at Dubai in the tallest building in the world, gives us an update. Just got passed by Sahar Kaya on the 89th floor. Thank you, Patrick. I do believe that there's about 13 or 14 women still left in this staircase. And here we go. Valentina finishes.
Man, those are big, aggressive steps, too. Not a run, but a big steps.
God, they don't even look, it doesn't look like the finish line of a race, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the behaviors and like everyone's just deadpan.
Yeah.
Like they just escaped from jail.
I'm telling you that like round and round dizziness just fucks with your head. Man.
Ben Lett, I think you missed Patrick's comment that he got stuck and has to walk up to floor 110. Oh shit, I did miss that. Wow. So Patrick's now traversing the stairs 20 or 30 floors himself. Crazy.
This is the finish line here. Come on. Last push.
3324. Who's that? Who is that? Solberg?
I can't hear there. I'm like trying to go back and forth between.
Hey, some of these people, Bill, when they cross the finish line, you can hear them breathing, like panting, and others you hear nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see even in their gait, their stride, who these steps have really affected. I think what that is that they were really pushing extra hard down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And when you get red line, there's nowhere to rest on this. There's no transitions. There's no moving to another station to let certain muscles rest. Like once you red line, you're fucked for the rest of the race.
Okay.
And you just have to try to like hold on as best you can.
Thank you, Ben. So Andrea Solberg is currently in first place with the fastest women's time of 33:24. Fastest men's time, and the men's race is over, is Alex Catullus at 30:37. It does look like someone is going down the final flight of stairs. Look like a camera operator. Wad Zombie, you guys MacGyvered this into live coverage. Thank you. Our pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Bill. I would not have gone on if Bill hadn't shown up. Patrick Clark is now on floor 100.
Go, Pat. Get it.
Did they say top 3 men or just the order they came? They did say top 3 men. I only wrote down the first one. I do know that Brent got 5th and Con Porter got 4th. And maybe it was. Is there a Jorge Gonzalez? There was. Is that the name? Is there? There was some Gonzalez. Who is
the top 3? No. Who's this? These guys are doing a great job with their cameras.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Who the hell is Patrick Clark? He's our inside reporter at the Sevan Podcast. No, he works for Bar Bend. Bar Bend, former reporter over at the Morning Chalk Up for 3 years, and has, along with Brian Friend, has shifted locations, and now they represent Bar Bend.
And he's stuck deep within the Burj Khalifa.
Yes.
In the stairwell.
Austin Hartman can't wait to see Patrick make the final flight. Me too.
We'll see.
Martinez Gonzalez, whatever. That's what I said.
Racist.
But easily mixed up for Speedy Gonzalez. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, ditch the morning chalk up. That's correct. Elisa Carr Riddell, will I stay up all night to watch Sevi exclusive content? Why, yes, I will. Very kind of you.
Yeah, Elise.
I do think that was Freyova. Good eye, Jessica. I think I did hear the name. I didn't recognize the face. It's kind of a weird camera angle, and they blow by faster than my eyes can register. Wad Zombie, take it easy, Patrick Clark. The stretcher is already occupied. I can do them all. I could do it all. It might take me 2 hours, but I could do it all. I'm a stairs guy anyway. When I stay at the Hilton on the 16th floor, I take the stairs with my boys.
There you go. And you're always on your assault bike.
Yeah, I'm always on my assault bike. That's right.
Which is the same stride as this right here.
Is it really comparable? I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unless you're skipping a lot of steps or skipping steps, depending how tall you are, for the most part, once you get to like a regular gait, you're not going to it's not a full lunge. You're not doing like a box step up or anything like that. So,
Bill, when you do, let's say you did a rope climb. I've done this. You do a rope climb GHD muscle up workout, and then the next day your core is sore, but you never felt it when you were doing the work. Well, even if you leave out the GHD, let's say you do GHD workout one day, and then the next day you do a muscle ups, and you were like, holy shit, I didn't realize muscle ups took so much core.
Yeah.
I'll finish my question in a second. Amy Kringle from the Isle of Man. That's my girl. Nice. Will there be anywhere these guys are sore that's just completely unexpected tomorrow, like the bottoms of their feet?
I think more like the tops of their ass.
Okay.
Just like it's a weird gait. Not that these guys can't handle it, but it's just a weird gait for them. Dude.
Nice. Women's are fast.
Wow, Kringle. That's badass.
I think it's Amy Kringle, 32:31, new top time for the women. She would have been right behind Con Porter and beat Brent Fikowski. And there are 10 women left inside the bellows of the staircases at the tallest building in the world in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa.
That's so cool. Man, that's so cool.
Oh, wow. Patrick Clark with all his camera gear is carrying about 50 pounds. Wow.
He had the RX Plus, everybody.
Wow. Emily Rolfe will go sub 31. T. Kane is calling it now. They were saying that it's impossible earlier in the show, near impossible for anyone in the world to break 30 minutes on this, I think. And we have Alex Catulus at 30:37. So to say that Emily Rolfe will break 30 would be just absolutely, or 31 would be absolutely amazing.
I mean, she's a cardio machine, but Catulus, like, that time is unreal. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I looked up I tried to find the records and I couldn't find it. What the fastest time up that staircase in the world is. CrossFit Corey, Patrick Clark, by the time you get to the top, everyone's going to be done. Just start your way down. Freya Moosbrugger. 9 women left on the staircase. Weight definitely is a factor. We always try to drop a few pounds in the bathroom beforehand. Expert advice. We've now been on for an hour and 21 minutes. Bill Grundler was kind enough to jump on with me tonight as we were told there would be no Instagram live from the Dubai Fitness Championships, but of course there is. And so we are here giving you the only commentary in the world of the rare and special race up the tallest building in the world. Hey, how about that, Bill? How many people can say they've commentated a race up the tallest building in the world?
Nobody else has. Nobody else has except you and me. Look at that.
Yep.
And I think they're asking about a what's the record? I don't think they've had a race up to the top like this.
Did you Google it?
I mean, they would only let the public only go up to the 120 whatever floor. So I don't see them letting people go up. Like, you get up this high and you're up past the residents of the Sheikh. That all the royalty have homes, condos, whatever in that top area. So they don't let people just go up there.
World's fastest Burj Khalifa. Everything just wants to talk about the elevator.
Yeah. I think we heard earlier that Will Smith did it in 61 minutes. Someone said 50. Sean was saying 50 on here, but earlier we were hearing 61.
Yeah, as Bill was saying, the public is not past the 124th floor. Okay, in April. Okay, here we go. In April of 2020, there was a race in the building. Oh, and it says it's a private site, and I can't see it. Okay. In 2016, there was another event.
Oh, I think Rolf's coming up.
And so they turned the audio off?
Yeah, here she is.
Oh, really using the handrails, looking strong.
Yeah.
I think it has been done, but okay, so there's a machine where you can simulate the climb of the Burj Khalifa, and a guy here on Quora said he did it in 30 minutes, but that was a simulation.
Oh,
So Kringle still holds the record. Rolf didn't beat her.
yeah, missed by a couple seconds. How cool is that, though? All those steps, not even close to each other, and you missed by a couple seconds. That's an awesome race still.
Yeah, I can't find anyone who's kind of. I don't see the stretcher anymore. Maybe let me see if I'm gonna try to find out what happened to Lazar Jukic.
Who's that?
Oh, good point. Good point. Very good point. If we do find any records, they probably won't be weighted. It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rolf was only 3 seconds behind Amy Kringle. Oh, wow. She did great. This is Man on Anganese. Wow.
Yeah, that's a strong finish. She looked great. Could you imagine if you could actually get him to call in?
Let me see if I can send Lazara a link real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure my text messages don't pop up here. Let me see. Shit, I've lost it. I can hear it. Can you hear it?
Yeah, mine I can.
I apologize, guys.
I haven't seen anyone else come up yet.
Okay.
Here, we'll do it like that so you can see.
Oh, Lillian Fuentes. Thank you so much. $10 from Lillian. A dear colleague of mine, one of my favorite people ever to work with. Lillian helped me make the behind the scenes at the CrossFit Games and semifinals many, many years. My right-hand man for sure. Or I was her right-hand man. Lillian's a beast. Met her on Instagram, came out, shot for free.
Oh, you've told that story about her before.
Yeah, she's dope.
That's awesome.
Yep. Always great to see her. Ended up now she doesn't shoot for free. She's like you, Bill. She became big time.
Yeah, so how are you going to set this up with the 12-hour difference? What's your time frame going to look like?
I'm not. This is just a one and done. I just saw this. I don't think I'm going to try to cover any of the other events. I can't because I got to sleep. Okay, I'm sending Lazar a link, and we'll see what happens if we're lucky enough to get him. Austin Hartman, thanks, brother.
Oh, that's
Having
cool.
lots of
Thanks,
fun
brother.
watching this. Peace and love. Peace and love back at you. I'm going to the 5:30 a.m. tomorrow in solidarity with Bill, and so I can tune in again at 6:30.
Ah, nice, Nora. Thank you.
Okay, there's got to be less than 5 women left on the stairs. So are we a few seconds behind you, Bill, on your feed?
Yeah, yeah.
How many women have we seen right now? Okay, thanks.
Moose Brugger did come in. I think
Yeah, Mooseburger came in.
I think we did see Moose Brugger. The men, Alex Catullus won with a time of 30:37.
I didn't see who that was.
Comp Porter was in 4th, Brent Fikowski in 5th. Sevan send Moose Brugger a link. Do you know the backstory on that one, Bill?
No. Ooh, Jamie Green.
Wow. Okay. This will be interesting to hear this time. Jamie Green used to live in Dubai, train there, correct?
Yeah, she was in Abu Dhabi CrossFit. Yes.
We have 229 viewers, and the
Ooh.
feed has 335.
Ooh. Wow. She is a beast.
So she basically tied for 3rd place with the men.
Yeah.
1 second behind Briand.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, we can hear what he's saying good. You guys can't hear Brian? We hear him great. I hear him great.
Yeah. Well, on here. Yeah. Not on your feed, but on this.
Oh, really? Oh, I apologize. Holy shit. Because I can hear him great on you guys. So you guys can't hear him on this feed.
You're playing because you're playing the feed through it. Like I'm listening to it off my phone.
Okay. I apologize for that. So Brian is reading the top 5. I'm just listening for it, or the top 10, whatever. So I'm basically, I just listened. Basically what he said is Jamie Simmons is now in 1st place with 32:10, and Briant had a 32:09, and he finished 3rd in the men.
Yeah.
So we have a new leader in the women of 32:10, Jamie Simmons, formerly known as Jamie Green. And the leader for the men is still Alex Catullus. Obviously, that won't change at 30:37. And we have 2 people left in the staircase. Is that true?
Yeah, I think you had 2 more women left.
CrossFit Corey, love you guys. Epic, always got to be up for work in 4 hours. Thanks, great coverage as always. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thanks, brother.
She's good, and she used to train always with Fittest when she was young. Yeah, she used to do that a lot.
Brian also shared with us that Jamie has been to the 124th floor 3 times previously in her life, all using the elevator. And we can hear the camera operator hold, well, and you guys maybe can too, but I can hear the camera operator holding the phone, having some small talk with the people around her. And she was just saying that Jamie Simmons, when she lived in the UAE, did a lot of weight vest training, that she was kind of known for that. I'm looking tired. Maybe it's the White Claw I had. Jamie's time was 32:10.
Who are we missing?
Someone named Gluck. Gluck is missing, I think.
Okay.
And okay, she's talking about Lazar right now, and she wasn't talking in English. Sounds French. Nash Quinns for the morning coffee. Thanks for the coverage. Tomorrow I'll probably have a Bloody Mary. I'm in Newport.
There you go.
Sevan, you should have Jamie on the podcast after the competition. I don't know why I've never had her on. I think I've interviewed her a few times during the behind the scenes.
She's so cool.
She is? You know her? You've talked to her?
Well, I mean, I just met her a couple times. Like, I've done seminars and stuff in Abu Dhabi and hung out with those guys, and different times that we've seen them in Dubai and stuff. And she's just really cool, really mellow.
Still missing Patrick Clark. He's also on the staircase somewhere. Elisa Carr Riddell. He's homeless, not tired. Well said. We're getting a report that Lazar is in rough shape and he is with the medics.
Dude, Austin, I thought you went to bed already.
Say that again, Bill?
I said I thought Austin went to bed already.
Oh, yeah. He's brushing his teeth and has his phone on the next to the sink. Bill, how do you wipe your ass? Do you sit, stand, back and forward, or side to side? Wrong show, Trina. Maybe later.
Wow. That's like, you can't. How do you say you're bored without saying you're bored?
Trina, you're the best.
It's so funny.
Isn't the internet a wonderful place? Isn't technology crazy?
It's just some cool stuff for sure.
One
person left?
Yes, one person. So that Bill can go to bed and get up at 4:30 a.m. to teach his 5:30 class
Pat
tomorrow
Clark?
at CrossFit Inferno.
Did Patrick Clark have a heart attack?
He looked he looked super nervous at the bottom of the stairwell. Wonder if he redlined really hard, not knowing what to expect. I think you're talking about Lazar. Oh, we think there's something wrong with his foot. I think Bill's onto something. The last lady crossed. I don't think so, or else we wouldn't be looking down the stairwell anymore. No,
Here we go. I think I hear something.
Here we go. It's done. Event 1 is in the books. 2022 Dubai Fitness Championship. There's Brian Friend. I think we'll get an update. Oh, there's Patrick Clark. So Patrick is there. Claudia Gluck. Jamie Simmons, 32:10. Jamie Kringle, Emily Rolfe. Top 3 women. A minute ahead of everyone else. 9th, Matilda Garnes. 10th, Sayakaya. Wow, 11th was Leah Richter. Okay, so her score didn't survive. Burj Khalifa Challenge is over. All 40 athletes have completed.
Man, that is such a cool event, though. To say that you got to do that is so damn cool.
Liz R. Wow, 24 seconds between the top 3. That's super impressive. I bet that stairwell is stuffy as hell.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Grunler, you did it.
Thanks for calling me on, dude.
Dude, I can't believe you came on. I really appreciate it.
I was literally just about ready to go to bed. I'm like, all right, time to cash in. I'm like, oh, what? They're doing this? Cool. I want to see what the race is. And then I got sucked in.
Ben Lett, your Australian correspondent, signing out. Peace and love. Peace and love, Ben. Stay unquarantined. Awesome of Brian to give instant leaderboard. I agree. You guys are always the best. Thank you.
Thanks,
Time for bed. All right, guys. That sums up our coverage of day 1 of the Dubai Fitness Championships. Bill Gunler, Sevan Matosian in super rare company as being maybe the only 2 people ever to live commentate a running event up the tallest building in the world.
First time ever.
Right and here. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. with the undefeated middleweight Dalton Rasta, who's fighting on, I believe, December 12th or December 9th. I'll have the right date tomorrow. We will be on live at 6:30 in the morning. Dalton's a badass dude, been on the show a couple times, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.